Today we're going to do a full body workout using these beautiful and oh so deceptive resistance bands. You're going to love this. Make sure you stay to the end because once you see what I'm doing, you're going to be like, I should be doing this every day. And you know what? What's your favorite muscle group? Like, what is like your favorite muscle group? I love abs. Like abs are like my big thing. Like I love the way they look, but I like the burn. I know it sounds a little crazy, but you know what? That's my thing. Let me know in the comments below what is your favorite muscle group. But also do me a favor because I need a little help here. While you're down there, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button because we really are trying to grow this channel with great video, amazing content just like this. All right, so I've talked enough. You know what? Let's put that work in and let's have some fun doing this. Won't even take 30 minutes, but trust me, it's going to pay off. And you know, real quick, even though that question might sound like it's a little vain, because some people might take that, don't worry about that, it's okay. The Happy Meal Diet is all about empowering you. Letting people know what you're good at, what you love. Who cares? If it makes you happy, if it energizes you, say it, do it, and live it, right? All right, now seriously, now let's get to this workout. Now, I don't want anybody to be intimidated by any of these things, right? Like with these resistance bands, I recognize when you just get it started out, it can be a little off-putting. I remember when I first got started, like exercising and trying different things, like or different mediums, trying to figure out how can I get myself into shape. And the biggest thing that happened with me was, and maybe you're just like this as well, but I didn't want people to stare at me. You get self-conscious about things, right? And so, these were the best choice to go for. But, the next thing was like, how do I use these things, right? There's guides out there, but like, how can I use this to get a full body workout? But I tell you what, we got you guys. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna break everything down for you. And it's gonna be simple, and this is gonna be a full body workout. You're going to love this. I'm gonna take things nice and slow for you, kind of breaking it down, but it's gonna be done in two parts. Because first I'm gonna do upper body, up your exercises there, and then I'm gonna shift the camera down a little bit so you can see what's happening like with my feet. It'll make sense in a second, trust me, all right? Okay, so first up, what you wanna do is attach your handles, all right? Now everything's a little different with my system set up right here. I just have to clip these in. So what you're going to do is you're going to put this, literally, your foot is going to go inside of here. I'm just keeping it up high right now just because of the camera so you can see. Quick note, every single one of these tubes, or these bands right here, has a different level of resistance, right? I got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. All a little different depending on your set. But just remember, if this is too light, clip on another one, all right? Let's get to it. First we're gonna start doing the upper body. I kind of made a little uh-oh there. So I want to make sure you can see my feet. You're gonna put your hands inside this band, just like so. You can wrap it around, whatever works best for you. Have your hands shoulder height and also shoulder width apart. And what you're gonna do is open this up, let it touch your chest, just like so. Doing your best not to hit anything like you just heard me hit my TV. But doing your best not to do things like that. So be really careful about your surroundings when you're doing things like this. It doesn't take up much space, but you need to be aware of your space. All right, so go on profile here, boom, just like so. Not this, but this. When you start getting tired, it's normal for your body to do these cheats. And the reason why it does that is because it's like, hey, if all we need to do is make this thing touch our chest, what can we do? Oh, let me see if I lean forward. Maybe that might help. Oh, or I could think like, oh, my lower back is starting to get tired, so it started, trying to ease the pressure. You got to make sure that you're really paying attention. At the beginning, it's a little bit trickier because your mind says, I'm doing it right. But when you look at yourself in a video or you look at yourself in the mirror or somebody might notice, they're like, no, change your form. So just take your time with that and be patient with yourself. We don't need any more guilt or shame or anything like that. So be easy on yourself. This exercise is gonna be great for your shoulders, really great for your shoulders, your upper back especially. I just want to make sure that you know about the difference in resistance and how you can increase it by changing your feet placement, because that adds more resistance on top of what these already do. So it's 20 pounds plus a little bit more weight, a little bit more when you move your feet around. Or using one foot, you spread your feet apart. Easy thing to do. What you want to do is step on the band. Now, the closer your feet are together, the easier it's going to be. You can use one foot, which really decreases the amount of resistance, just like so. You see me curling it. It's not too difficult. But if you want to step it out a little bit, put both feet on, which is perfect, just like that. And if you say, hey, I want to make this a little bit tougher, this is what you can do. Spread your feet out a little bit further apart. It's all about finding what works best for you. All right, so what you're gonna do is just like I showed you, step in that tubing, and you can decide. I'm gonna use both my feet on there, and you're gonna curl up and curl down. Up and down. Want to make sure you keep those shoulders upright, shoulder blades nice and high. You can put that right hand at bicep. And it's going to feel that right hand at bicep, a little burn. I'm going to go profile for you. Up and down, just like so. Boom. Keeping that same foot placement, now we're going to start getting the lower body. What you're going to be doing, and again, place it wherever you want, we're going to be squatting a little bit. There's something big about squatting that people don't tell you. You need to know how to sit. Now you're probably thinking, what do you mean I need to know how to sit? I've been sitting all my life. Wrong. You've probably been sitting improperly. When you sit, you want to make sure that you're not keeping your hips forward. You need to pull them back and then pull your bottom out. So when you sit, you pull your bottom out. Then you want to make sure that your knees are not going over your toes. I know it sounds a little strange, but how you practice this is get a chair, because you don't want to hurt yourself, right? When you're just getting started, you've been doing this a long time, you still need to make sure that this fundamental is like embedded in you. Took me a while to kind of get used to doing it. Now I don't even think about it. And like, if you want to see somebody who sits perfectly, watch a child. Children have the perfect form when they sit down. It's inherent in us. And what has happened is over time in life, we forget. And because we watch other people, or we start getting different injuries, and just life does things. But I got you again, here you go. So you're gonna sit down, pull your hips back. And when you go pull your hips back, be careful doing this. You don't wanna do that. So I'm gonna pull your hips back, down, and up, just like that. All right, so we're standing inside the resistance band. What we're gonna do is we're gonna pull this up. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab a seat. Going down, up, boom, boom. Down, up, arm all the way down, go back up. Just like that. So that's gonna be really good for your hips, it's gonna be good for your lower back, it's gonna be good for your biceps, of course. It's gonna be good for those glutes. Your legs have so many muscles in them. So many muscles, and it's one of the best fat burners on top of that because it has so many muscles. So the beauty of it is, don't skip legs. I'm not saying that you need to go around squatting the world, but make sure you're moving your lower body. And as we get older, we stop using our hips as much. And so it's a big thing to keep those glutes engaged. Next up, we're gonna do raises. You're only gonna be using one handle, so it doesn't matter which hand, you'll be doing both. This is gonna be good for your shoulders. These are front raises. Bring it up, parallel, and down, just like so. Remember, we are going to be working in a range of 15 reps. Now we're doing something like lateral raise, you get 15 reps. The rest that you take as you switch and then do the other side is all the rest that arm gets. So once you get 15 on this side, you switch over. This arm's been resting. Why would you want to make it go slower? Go faster. This workout can be done in under 30 minutes and it's going to burn. This exercise, you're going to spread your feet wide, stepping out just like so. Then, just stick with me. This is going to be really good for your hip abductors and your legs and your upper back and your shoulder and your pecs and your abs and your obliques. It's going to work a lot of muscles. It's very deceptive. Nice wide base. And what you're going to do is you're going to squat over. When you go to do a side squat, you don't want to lean forward. You want to go to the side. So just a little bit. As you come up, reach across your chest just like that. Down and up. And I put my hand here, just kind of brace myself a little bit. When you first get started, you don't want to feel like you're going to fall forward. There we go, just like that. 12 reps for each side, and if you want to keep a cadence just like this, like a 1 second, bam, but bam. You're going to alternate and switch sides. Trust me, this will get those legs burning. This exercise is a seated row. It's called a row because it's like rowing a boat. It's going to be that same exact motion, which is going to be great for your upper back, middle part of your back and your upper back, but largely the middle part of your back. This muscle is so important because it's the muscle that stops you from doing this, slouching. Nice proud chest, don't be afraid, that's where there's S in my chest. And what you want to do is you take your band and you're going to wrap it on your foot, just like that. If you want this to be tougher, other than using rubber bands, remember, use your feet, spread your feet apart. And what you're going to do is you're going to go lean in and pull back. Lean in and pull back, just like so. And when you come back just a little bit. You don't want to go all the way back, just lean in just a little bit back. And when you're coming back in, just like that too, give a little exhale. Let's really start working those abs, and that's a bonus right there. 15 reps. 15 reps for 4 sets. Here's the thing. I'm just showing you the exercises. I didn't even do the full workout. And I'm sweating. This is not easy, all right? It seems easy, but it's not easy. But the best thing about it is it's fun. So that'd be two best. So it's the best. You know what I'm getting at. These things burn, they are effective. When things weren't open, I'll put it in a positive way. This is what kept me in shape, and this is what kept me going. I love showing people how to live a happier life, where you're watching what you're eating with the Happy Meal diet. You're making sure you're exercising. You're making sure you're looking at things with such a positive lens, realistic lens, but a positive lens, because it's a way of giving back. I remember what it's like when you first get started. I remember what it's like when you stop for some reason, or your injury occurs, or you change jobs, but you just end up taking a break, because we all know one day or missing 2 days becomes 5 years. Pretty much whatever seat you're in, I've been there. I'm not saying with everything, but a lot of them, okay? I have lived a very full life, so I know what it's like, but I'm telling you, you can do this. You've got this. Just be consistent. We're gonna make sure that we put videos out every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, just to make sure you got the support that you need. You know, guys, if you like videos like this, please do me a favor. Check out the other ones we have, because they're awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching.